This is going to be a game changer. President Donald Trump asked for the resignation of Attorney General Jeff Sessions. Jeff Sessions, as Attorney General, and in fact anyone as Attorney General, has a duty to ensure that special investigations are followed through and are protected. The special investigation that Robert Mueller is overseeing right now, very well, it may be at stake. President Trump has made it clear that he's concerned about that investigation. He's made it clear that he doesn't think the investigation should be going on, that he finds fault with it, and that he in fact thinks it's a waste of time.
It's a witch hunt.
All Americans should be concerned about what that means for the special investigation into Russian hacking. Americans also need to be concerned about what this means for the role of the Attorney General. The Attorney General's job is not to be the lawyer-in-chief for the president personally, but to be the lawyer-in-chief for the nation. If this president seeks to put someone into that role who serves him rather than serving the nation, we'd all better watch out. We need a Department of Justice that can act independently and that can do the job that it was put in place to do. And it has to be able to do so, and the Attorney General has to be able to do so without pressure from the White House. If the Attorney General is not going to allow the special investigations conducted by Robert Mueller and any other special investigations that may be started to in fact go on and go forward, it's the role of Congress to step in. Now that the Democratic Party is in control of the House of Representatives, the very people who were complaining at the failure of Congress to exercise this oversight authority will now be in power and in place to do so themselves. But we also don't want to see the Congress get muddled down by using that oversight authority to the point where nothing else is getting done. So they're going to have to play a very close balancing act. There is still more work for individual Americans to do. People have to continue to keep pressure on lawmakers to do the job that they were sent to Washington to do. It is going to be crucial for Americans to hold their local officials, their governors, their local legislative officials, that they're going to have to hold them accountable for the changes that they want to see and that so many Americans voiced that they were yearning for. One thing that we're going to have to ensure that we do as a nation is confront the bigotry, hatred, and violence that we saw manifest itself in the days and weeks leading up to this election. We saw it manifest itself in terms of the violence at the Kroger store in Kentucky, where 2 African Americans were gunned down, at the synagogue in Squirrel Hill in Pittsburgh, where members of the Jewish community there were gunned down. We as a nation cannot simply get angry when these things happen. We have to figure out, how do we overcome these issues? We do not have the luxury of burying our heads in the sand. It's up to us as a nation to have these real conversations.